Hello. Welcome back to my blog, Rosary and Red Socks. And I have this thing up there, the pink and the arrow. Am I looking at you? I hope I am. Am I looking in the camera? And Cindy? Cindy's here with me now. And she'll be here. This is our continuation from the last vlog we did. Last vlog we were talking about brain injuries, strokes, and serious illnesses. And I have nothing against any illnesses at all. And I understand they're very serious. Cancer. I have to look at my notes a little bit. What is it? Oh, here. I have to do this. I know they say ad lib, but let's face it. You got to work with what you have. You got to do what you got to do. As my friend June from New York, and Cindy's from New York too, and we're going to say it again. You gotta do what you gotta do. And I think that you people are not going to be insulted and understand that I'm going through this thing and I'm going to get really good at this. I'm already getting acclimated more. So the big ones are heart attacks, heart conditions, yeah, it is, but heart attacks, diabetes, cancer. I have family that died from all three, and also strokes. Brain injuries, acquired brain injuries, brain attacks. Brain attacks, I think, is a better word. I think people will take it more seriously because I've had clusters of strokes. I don't only have one, I have clusters of them. And, I don't think that's a small stroke. I think when you add them all up, there's a good-sized stroke there, and it doesn't matter because blood to the brain is toxic. And then if you have an infarct, I've had infarcts too, and your vessels kind of, whatever they do. I don't know the whole thing about infarcts. Now, Cindy was so kind to talk about her understanding of, with her family member, had stroke. He had a couple of mild strokes, and it took his life. Right, Cindy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a serious condition.
Yeah. And it's like you said, no stroke is small. Even when they say a mild stroke, a small stroke, it affects your brain. That's no small thing.
Exactly. It's a brain injury. It's a brain, actually, damage to your brain. Although I don't like people to say damage to the brain, to me personally, but to a medical doctor or medical professional, yes, say it damaged the person's brain. Because it does damage the brain, right, Cindy?
Yeah.
And like you might be saying, your grandfather took his life.
Yeah.
So Aaron is taking a grandfather's life. He had small bleeds, and you say small, but it takes people's lives. Okay. So for me to live and say this, I just get so touched by her story and her grandfather. I mean, I'm so lucky to be sitting here talking to you. I don't get emotional when I want to cry. I haven't cried since my first stroke, really. Other than when my Aunt Kay died. She was my big supporter. She died. I did cry at her passing on. She was a big supporter. To lose someone that supports you. Not too many, I'm not going to go there right now. We'll stick with the brain injury thing. How's that one? I'm going to be focused. So, a stroke is a major condition. So I'm advocating for strokes right now. It's a brain attack, and I call them that more so. I should need to call them that. Maybe people will take it more seriously because no stroke is small. No attack is too small. I have had many. Not saying I'm wonderful or something, but I've met people who had one microbleed, and be in the hospital for 2 months, and had to have care at home for a year or two. So when my friends or family, whoever they are out there, they say, well, they were mild, they were small. What do you think of that, Cindy?
No such thing as a small stroke.
Yeah, but if someone says it to someone, and it's a family member, how would you feel if someone said that to you?
Well, I would feel like, do they believe me?
Exactly. And what I used to talk to my aunt about, she says, well, either they're not understanding it, they don't believe you, or they're afraid, or they're just stupid. I'm just going to say it simply, stupid, and they're not nice, because if they're going to distance themselves when they can come around more, my doctor says, no one should give you a hard time. What do you think, Cindy?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, so why would you give someone a hard time? They can't get up to walk over to say hi to you? Well, maybe you have to go over to them. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I agree. And we're reaching the 5-minute mark. Just wanted to
Oh.
point that out. We're keeping track of the time.
Okay, that's a little bit to the length that we have to do because, first of all, it's too long a little bit, I think, and you can write down below what you feel about that. And also, my condition, I have to make sure I take it slowly. I was trying to just do 3 minutes, but I don't think I paid attention. I just was so excited about talking to you. I just love talking to people, my readers, and people, my blogging friends. They're just wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. Blessings to you, and God loves you. Take care now. Here's the thing.
Just click it.
Okay. Here we are.